It's time for Florida State basketball. This is the Leonard Hamilton Show. Brought to you by Powerade, the official sports drink of the Florida State Seminoles. Powerade, power through. And by the Florida Lottery, over $30 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. And now your hosts, Gene Deckerhoff and head coach Leonard Hamilton. Welcome to the Leonard Hamilton Show. We talk Florida State basketball today, and Coach, we're in the home stretch of the ACC season. One more regular season, then we head to Charlotte for the ACC tournament.
Well, we definitely were in a real focused mind during this period because our guys realized the importance of being prepared each game. I was very happy with the way we went into these the last couple of weeks, and we got one more game we need to go into.
Yeah, especially the ACC tournament coming up in Charlotte, North Carolina. First things first, it's Wake Forest on Saturday today, and then next week we get the double bye, Coach. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much for that. Our guys really worked hard and earned that position. It gives you a couple of days to kind of adjust mentally and emotionally to the atmosphere of the tournament, and hopefully we'll be better prepared to play when the game starts. On today's show, highlights of Florida State wins over North Carolina State and Virginia Tech, and also a feature on the 5 seniors that have played in the Garnet and Gold during their careers here at Florida State. That's coming up on today's show. Stay with us. Welcome back to our show, and we promised a lot of highlights today, and there's nothing better than ACC basketball at the Donald L. Tucker Civic Center. FSU hosting North Carolina State. Coach, the Wolfpack coming to town. They had sort of handed it to us a year ago. We owed them one, didn't we? Well, there's no doubt that each game you play in the ACC is going to be a very hard-fought game, and this is a game that was very similar to the ones you've seen played. We got off to a good start. Phil Kofi hit a couple buckets there early for us, and you're always happy to see him because he's recovering from his injury. It's been difficult for him to shake the rust. He hadn't had, he was our leading scorer the year before, but he got off to a good start, and I thought it gave us good momentum.
Saw Chris Kamaji, the big block shot. That leads to a bank-in three-point shot from MJ.
Oh, that was planned. That was
planned. Called glass
he called that, and that was planned that way, huh?
Get out to a 6-0 lead, and how about this assist and a slam dunk by Chris Kamaji? Kamaji's going to have 6 points of the ball, 5 rebounds, and 3 block shots.
But Kamaji has really been helpful to us as of late. He's been consistent. We've been getting him the ball, and he's been playing outstanding basketball.
Yeah, he waits that little alley-oop from. That's twice in a row. Terrence Mann has found the big 7'4" kid. And now Fee Cabangeli comes in and plays the 5 spot.
Well, what's happening? We kind of play in our center position by committee, and the combination of both of those guys has worked real well for us.
Yeah, Fee Cabangeli at both ends of the court. Now we play defense and that's one of 9 block shots, a season high for us, Coach.
Well, there's no doubt that we needed every one of them because even though it looked like that's a challenge shot, to get out, get a block, get out and get some easy baskets would really been helpful to us.
Looks like Devin Vassell's bought into your defensive philosophy. That was a nice block by him.
Well, there's no doubt that Devin has really been coming on strong as of late, and we looking forward to what he's going to be able to give us in the postseason.
MJ Walker finds that stroke. You know, he's starting to make those 3-point shots with regularity now.
Well, every game you see him really gaining more and more confidence.
15 points for number 23 in your program. Raekwon Gray comes in and gives you good minutes, and Fee Cabangeli says, I can shoot the 3-ball.
Well, Gray is very skilled. He can penetrate, he can create, he can score. His best basketball is ahead of him, but he's really playing well as of late.
Is there a prettier assist than a bounce pass to a transition, Coach?
Well, a look-away assist. Yeah. And it was the kind of game we needed all those little extra plays. 3
assists for Terrence Mann with 11 points, 4 rebounds, and he can shoot that. He has really improved his 3-point shooting.
Well, he's shooting close to 50% from 3 in the latter part of the season, which really keeps people at bay.
Close ball game the entire game. Carolina State is not going to get the lead because of plays like this. They tied us 4 times, but never took the lead.
Well, this was a game where every play was important. We had to get one big play after another, and now you see Terrence coming home with a big-time offensive rebound.
A wraparound pass, didn't get the right guy, but Cofer's there to flush with one hand.
Well, we couldn't get very much separation with them. They were really prepared and played very well.
And Terrence told you after the game he was really trying to get it to Phil Kofer, not behind the back pass. Again, here's defense, Coach. We forced 12 turnovers by the Wolfpack, and they generally don't turn the ball over that much.
We're really doing a great job finding Kamaji.
that's this. You see a big steal, a hustle basket, which turns into 2 points. That's what you want to see. You want turnovers turn into easy points.
3 out of 4, and all of them were slam dunks. And an offensive rebound by Trevor. Is there anything he can do on a basketball court?
Well, he's a very smart player, and he's a stat stuffer as well.
Now, David Nichols from Chicago via Albany, he goes coast to coast. We get a nice play at the other end and score on the basket.
Every basket was important in this game.
Fee Cavalieri again with 9 blocks, a season high. This defense leads to immediate offense and nice layup.
Whenever you can get turnovers and block shots that turn into baskets, you really feel like you're making progress. And that's a strong, focused, concentrated play. He got the bump. He had the presence of mind to keep his eye on the goal, and he was able to finish and give us a 3-point play.
From Chipley, Florida, 2A, Florida, actually played at Chipley High School, and another block shot, Coach. This is almost a block a minute in this ballgame.
Blocks, turnovers were huge in this game.
Yeah. As I mentioned, 12 turnovers, 9 block shots in the game, and we get the numbers against their press. And you like to see that, don't you, Coach? That's how you beat a press, isn't it?
Well, I wish we could get more of that every game.
And again, here's defense. Another steal by the Noles, David Nichols.
That was the play of the game there. Got a steal, and he laid the ball up almost at the top of the backboard in order to get the ball in the hole.
It's a basket for basketball game, Coach. They never led, but they stayed close. It's a 3-point ball game here.
That's why I'm always happy to see our guys maintain their poise. There's no doubt that this game could have gone either way. It's nipped and tucked, and we were able to stay focused and make the plays, hit our free throws down the stretch that gave us a chance to win the game.
And Florida State holds off the Wolfpack. As you mentioned, we made free throws in this ballgame, particularly. We shoot 23 of 30, but the second half, we were 17 of 19, Coach. Final score, 78-73. Florida State knocks off North Carolina State. Got a little revenge from that trip up to Raleigh, North Carolina. We shoot the ball very well, 48%, Coach, close to 50% against a tough man-to-man defense.
5-point game, another ACC blowout.
ACC basketball at its best at the Tucker Center. Florida State beats North Carolina State 78-73. We promised you a look at our 5 seniors, and we've got a little montage of video. I think you're going to like it, and that's coming up next. Welcome back to our show, and we promised you a look at Florida State's 5 seniors. And Coach, all 5 are going to graduate. All 5 have been a part of a team that never lost to the Florida Gators. That's important in our book, you know, and with a chance to become the winningest senior class in Florida State history.
Well, these guys have meant an awful lot to our program. They're great citizens, they're good student athletes, and they make major contributions on the basketball court.
With a steal. He finishes. Goes airborne, gets it off, and hits it. It'll count. One with the ball. Good shot fake by Nichols. Got it. His 4th triple of the night. Baseline drive. Boy, Savoy has a warehouse of offensive moves. Forrest, Savoy for 3. It's good! Xavier knocked out by Florida State. But we the big dog. Yeah!
To Savoy, he launches the triple. It's good, and he is fouled.
He ran into the trees there, and on the slam is Savoy. Slams it through. Now a hesitation move. Oh, and it's swatted. The lob to Kumaji, and nobody's going to stop that.
court. Bounce pass in, and a last slam dunk city.
Layup no good, and what a jam!
Terrence Mann with no regard for that rim.
Dwayne Bacon dribble, bounce pass in low. Terrence Mann, slam dunk.
Finish. Terrence Mann above the rim.
Sorry, Xavier, so we on to the next, baby. Yeah!
Here's a look away. Oh, rejected inside by Phil Coker. Man at the other end. We're going to go to the Elite Eight for the first time since 1993.
Triple Lodge, no good. Rebound down. Slam dunk. Terrence Mann with a right hand.
This might be a Sports Center 10. Seminoles the other way. Lob. Slam with one. Knowles are trying to win consecutive ACC road games. They're going alley-oop to Phil Cofer.
We just had a look at our 5 seniors that have worn the garnet and gold proudly for Florida State University. And Coach, it's a special occasion when it's senior night because the final home game is always senior day, and those 5 seniors represented before the game.
It's always a bittersweet night. You are happy that they're moving on, but you hate to see them go. I'm just thankful that we still have a lot of basketball still to play.
Yeah, P.J. Savoy, and you see the seniors and hold up those jerseys proudly. They'll have that forever, Coach's memories of playing at Florida State University. Now, business at hand. Virginia Tech comes in, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country. We got to play perimeter defense, and somehow, some way, they keep making shots. This is a tough out.
They did a very good job of balling us up the first half. It was challenging for us to even find a basket. We couldn't get into the paint. Their defense was excellent. They were very well prepared. We were just not able to do hardly anything. They did a very good job in their preparation.
They hold us to 19 first half points. There's a basket by Terrence Mann. Seniors go to work, and speaking of seniors, P.J. Savoy, he made 2 of these triples early in the ballgame.
Well, we needed a lot of those threes, and we took too many of them. I think we took 36 threes, I believe, or some high number, and we didn't make very many of them.
Yeah, 36 in the ballgame, Coach, in the first half. Good golly, we attempted 13 of 20 in the first half, 3 of 16.
Well, we're not that kind of team that relies so much on three-pointers.
Yeah, but P.J. Savoy makes 2 of those three-point shots, and M.J. Walker with a nice, soft 15-foot jump shot.
Well, we found very few wide-open looks in the first half because their defense was so good.
Yeah, get the ball inside, and good things happen, and Fiandro Cavagelli is going to lead us in scoring in this ball game as he has most of the season. I mean, he's double digits in leading. At halftime, Coach, did you say something to the team about, hey, we're just down 14. We played poor basketball. We're still in the ball game.
No doubt about that. I told them we thought we could win the basketball game. We just had to regroup. We had not made very shot a high percentage, and we just got to get back to playing the ball that we know we're accustomed to playing. And
driving to the basket, getting free throws is an essential part of our offense.
No doubt about that, but I thought our defense turned up and we were able to get stops in place.
Defense forced turnovers by a team that's not turnover prone. We made free throws, particularly in the second half, and Coach, we went on a little 11-0 run, and we get close and then take the lead.
There's no doubt that our guys were extremely determined. Our bench was into the game, our fans were into the game, and we just kept making hustle plays. No doubt about that.
Speaking of a hustle play, Cofer comes up with it, pass ahead. How about this? A nice alley-oop pass.
You like to see guys playing with energy, playing with good chemistry.
Offense leads to defense. We force 14 turnovers, and here is a basket off of one of those 14 TOs.
Well, wow, the bench is really enthusiastic.
Everybody's enthusiastic. Coach, we go on this run. The crowd has been very quiet because we were not playing well. We get this run going, it was like we had 25,000 people at the Tucker Civic
Well, we
Center.
finally gave the fans something to cheer about.
Yeah, Phil Kofer, and you like to see him coming. He fought that injury. He missed a lot of games, but he's getting that stroke back, just like he did last year.
Well, he has such high character that he's given us just what we need down the stretch, enough for us to win games.
Yeah, there's another three-point shot. This one from MJ Walker. He made 3 of 7 in the game, led us in three-point shooting. Terrence Mann, who has really worked on his three-point shot, gets another big triple. Coach, we take the lead in this ballgame.
Well, there's no doubt that this was an important shot for us because the game had been nip and tuck all the way, and it gave us some momentum and gave us a extreme amount of confidence.
Another tie now at 46 all. Fee Cabaghelli, he was sort of held out in the second half, but here in the first half. In the second half, a different tale.
Well, no doubt that we played with a lot more energy, and I think it gave us some confidence and really, really gave us a chance to make some big plays. Big play by David. He has been so instrumental in our season this year. Always seems to come through for us at the right time.
Had a chance to meet his family. They were here for senior day, and a nice little pass in low. And when Fee Cabaghelli gets that ball in that restricted area, he's going to score, isn't he?
Well, our guys are doing a good job finding it.
Speaking of David Nichols, we saw the layup high off the window. There's a triple from the top of the key.
He really gave us big plays in this game. He's so confident, and he works very hard in the gym on his perimeter shooting, and he realizes that when we need him, he's able to come through.
All 5 of his points in the second half, and a great pass inside from Clint Forrest.
Guys are understanding more and more how to play well together. They seem to have a second sense as to where each teammates are.
Tie ball game, we get the last shot, and I thought that was going in, Leonard. I thought it was going in. It didn't, so we've got overtime.
Well, we didn't play real well in that one little stretch. Maybe we should have fouled them, and maybe we should have drove to the basket, but our guys really, really came out in overtime and made big plays.
In overtime, there's nothing better than getting an early lead, particularly if you get an and one opportunity, which Phil Kofer just did. We made all our free throws in overtime.
Making all your free throws, moving the ball, making the extra plays, and hitting big shots.
Well, made 7 of 8 free throws and big shots. We were able to attack inside, something we couldn't do in the first half.
Well, you see a very confident MJ Walker feeling that he's capable of making the plays when the game's on the line.
11 points for MJ. We needed all of those. And, Coach, we outscore the Virginia Tech Hokies 12-3 in overtime. An exciting basketball game. Crowd really into this thing. And the seniors go out. I thought maybe the key to this ball game, the seniors refused to lose this ball game.
Well, the quality of our depth, I thought, kicked in there in the latter part of the second half. And I think playing the numbers, getting everybody involved, creating a lot of energy with our team, and I thought it wore a little bit on Virginia Tech down the stretch.
Another ACC classic at the Donald L. Tucker Center, our 3rd overtime game, and our 3rd win in overtime. And, Coach, our 5th overtime win in a row. We know how to play OT, don't we?
I think our guys are maintaining our poise. We don't get overly excited. We just go out and try to get the job done.
Florida State beats Virginia Tech, and with that win, earns the double bye and the number 4 seed in next week's ACC Championship Tournament in Charlotte. Speaking of that, we'll come back, Coach, and talk about the ACC Championship Tournament, the granddaddy of all conference tournaments. That's coming up in a moment. Welcome back to our show, and Coach, there's nothing like tournament time and all the major conferences, tournaments underway, and this is what makes March Madness March Madness. The ACC Championship Tournament, Coach, we're the number 4 seed. How tough is that conference tournament?
Well, it's going to be a rock'em sock'em tournament, no doubt about that. I grew up watching the ACC tournament as a youngster in North Carolina. It's the granddaddy of them all. It's going to be extremely competitive. They're going to be tailgating. They're going to have festive activities, and then the games are really, really exciting.
Leonard, how tough is it to advance and win the ACC? We've done it once. We came close another time. How tough is it to win the ACC?
Well, I think we played for the championship twice
since
we've been here. And believe me, it's a grind, but that's what makes college basketball so good and exciting.
Regular season comes to a close Saturday. ACC tournament starts on Tuesday in Charlotte. We don't play till Thursday. That's our show for today. Coach, go get them.
Thank you.
And go Noles. Thanks for joining us.
This has been the Leonard Hamilton Show, brought to you by Powerade, the official sports drink of the Florida State Seminoles. Powerade, power through. And by the Florida Lottery, over $30 billion and counting to education. Just imagine.